Good morning students. In the last class we have derived the expression for impedance and current flowing through a series LCR circuit. So it is necessary to know the analytical solution, that is in terms of mathematical equations. So we should prove that what is the angle made between current and voltage as an angle phi. So this question just you go through that. In exam point of view, you no need to learn this one, but to understand the concept, we are taking this analytical solution. That is, we consider a series LCR circuit which is connected to a alternating voltage. The inductance is L, capacitance is C, resistance is R. As we know that in series combination, potential will varies, whereas current remains same. So VC and this is VR. Is it right? Okay. Now I am going to apply the voltage. What is the applied voltage here? Applied voltage. V equals to Vm sin omega t. So if you want to write the graphical representation, already in the last class we discussed that the variation and the resultant impedance has been drawn here, that is Z, this is phi, R, and this is XL minus XC if XL is greater than XC, or XC minus XL. We can take anything. For example, in this condition I consider XC is greater than XL, so XC minus XL I can consider. Okay na? Yes. Now applied voltage, total voltage is equal to what ma? Voltage across inductance plus voltage across capacitance plus voltage across resistance. So this is an inductor, the current is changing in the same coil, so self inductance, this is what Vm sin omega t is equals to voltage across inductor L into di by dt. So L into di by dt plus what is the voltage across capacitor? Q by C. So same thing we are going to write Q by C plus voltage across is what ma? I into R. As we know that current is equals to rate of flow of charge. So substituting here Vm sin omega t is equals to L into d by dt of what is I? dq by dt plus Q is Q by C. What is I again? R into dq by dt. So rewriting the same equation as Vm sin omega t is equals to L into d square Q by dt square plus R into dq by dt plus Q by C. Consider equation number 1. So this equation we have seen somewhere in mechanics, right? So where that this equation is similar to damped harmonic motion. Which harmonic motion? Damped simple harmonic motion. D square x by dt square plus dx by dt plus constant is equals to force F sin omega t. So we should assume the solution, right? For this one, the solution should be in terms of Q as varying as what? Charge only, right? Q is equals to Qm sin of omega t plus theta. So here we have Q dq by dt, d square by dt square. So differentiate once. dq by dt is equals to Qm remains constant, d by dt of sin x cos x. So cos of omega t plus theta, again differentiating which term? Variable term, that is what? Omega t. We got Qm omega cos of omega t plus theta. Okay. Next, again double differentiation. D square Q by dt square is equals to Qm omega is constant, d by dx of cos x minus sin x. So minus of sin of omega t plus theta, again differentiating the variable term, what is that? Omega t. So I am writing this as what? Minus qm d by dt of omega t is what ma? Omega. Omega into omega, omega square sine of omega t plus theta. What is qm sine omega t? Okay, let us write later, no need. Now we got the values of q, dq by dt, d square q by dt square. We are all substituting all these values in the equation 1. So clearly if you substitute that from equation 1, what is that? Vm sine omega t is equals to L into d square q by dt square. What is d square q by dt square? Minus qm omega square sine of omega t plus theta plus r into dq by dt. dq by dt is what? Qm omega sine omega t, cos omega t plus theta plus q is qm sine omega t plus theta by c. So we substitute all the values. Now rewriting this equation. First I am writing this equation as, clearly see ma, Vm sine omega t is equals to, I am taking common qm omega. Qm omega if you take common from all these equations, qm into omega if you gone, what is remaining? L into omega, that is minus omega L sine of omega t plus theta plus here qm omega went outside, r of cos omega t plus theta. Here omega is not there, so what we do? Multiply and divide with omega on both sides. What we can get? Q omega if outside, 1 by omega c into sine of omega t plus theta. Okay. Now as we know very well, xl is equals to omega L and xc is equals to 1 by omega c. We know, right? We know that. If you don't know also, you will say, right? We know that xl is equals to omega L and xc is equals to 1 by omega c. We can substitute here or not? Yes. Vm sine omega t is equals to qm omega, what is this? xl means minus xl. Here sin omega t plus theta is there, here also sin omega t plus theta is there. If you take common, plus xc into sin of omega t plus theta plus r cos of omega t plus theta. So this becomes what ma? Xc minus xl. So what I am going to do is, to resolve the problem, multiply and divide. Multiply and divide with z on both sides. Multiply and divide if you do, here also same thing remains. Vm sin omega t is equals to qm omega z into, this is can be written as what? Xc minus xl by z into sin of omega t plus theta plus r by z cos of omega t plus theta. Okay. Now already we have taken the triangle. From the triangle, what is the triangle here? This is phi z r xc minus xl. From this triangle ABC, I want to know what is cos phi. From the adjacent diagram, cos phi is equals to what? Adjacent side by hypotenuse, nothing but r by z. What about sin phi? Sin phi is equals to opposite side, xc minus xl by adjacent hypotenuse is z. So here in place of xc minus xl by z we can place sin phi, and r by z we can place cos phi. So I can write this equation as what? Vm sin omega t is equals to qm omega z. From this diagram we got these values cos phi and sin phi. So here we can substitute sin phi into Sine of omega t plus theta plus cos phi into cos of omega t plus theta. So this is the form of sin A into sin B plus cos A into cos B. So what the equation can be written as? Sin of A into sin B plus cos A into cos B is equals to what? Sin of A plus B, that is sin of omega t plus theta plus phi. Sin of omega t plus theta plus phi. Is it right? Clear? Okay. Now I am rewriting this equation again as Vm cos of omega t minus 90 is equals to Qm omega z into sin of sorry sin A plus sin B, sin A cos B is equal to what? Cos of omega t phi. So here what can I write here? Cos of omega t plus theta plus phi. Equating on both sides. So then what you can get? If you equate these two both sides, Vm is equals to Qm omega into z, and cos common, omega t common, theta plus phi is equals to minus 90. From this, theta is equals to phi minus 90. Okay. So I am writing this as what? Vm is equals to Im into z. Got equation right? Yes. Where Im is equals to what? Qm into omega. So when comparing these two equations on both sides in this equation, we got the results. Vm is equals to Im into z. Theta is equals to what? Phi minus 90. Now we can substitute what is I, right? Okay. So what is current? As we know very well that I is equals to dq by dt. Already we have taken that value as what? Qm omega cos of omega t plus theta. Is it right? Okay. What is Qm omega? We taken Im cos of what is theta? Phi minus 90. As we know, cos of 90 minus omega t plus 30 converted as what? I is equals to Im sin of omega t plus phi. So this is equation number 3. So we proved that V is equals to Im into z into sin of omega t plus phi. So thus the analytical solution for the maximum current and the phasor current in the circuit agrees with the obtained result in phasor time. So both are acting at some angle, that angle is what? Phi. So this is the analytical solution, completely analytical, right? Just check it out once. Analytical solution of series LCR circuit. Here we consider series combination of L, C and R. Here in this case we assume that Xc is greater than XL. Applied voltage is equals to voltage across inductor, capacitor and resistor. So total voltage is equals to VL plus VC plus VR. What is VL? L into di by dt. Potential across capacitor Q by C. Potential across resistor IR. So as we know very well that I is equals to dq by dt, substitute the value here. Vm sin omega t is equals to L into d by dt of what is I? Dq by dt plus q by c plus r. What is I? Again dq by dt. You get the equation that L into d square q by dt square plus r into dq by dt plus q by c. So this equation is very similar to the equation of damped motion under constant force. So we assume one solution in terms of charge. What is the charge here? Q is equals to Qm sin of omega t plus theta. Differentiating on both because we have d square q by dt square and dq by dt. We differentiate once. Differentiation of Qm is constant, so Qm is constant is kept outside. Differentiation of sin x is cos x, cos of omega t plus theta. Again the variable term is omega t, so d by dt of omega t. From this t, d by dt of t is 1, we got omega, so we got qm omega cos of omega t plus theta. Again differentiating the same equation, q omega remains same, d by dx of cos x is minus sin x into d by dt of omega t minus qm omega square sin of omega t plus theta. Substituting all these values in this equation, what we got, Vm sin omega t is equals to L into minus Qm omega square sin of omega t plus theta plus R into Qm omega cos of omega t plus theta Qm sin of omega t plus theta by C. So here Qm omega we have taken constant outside, here omega is not there, so we will multiply and divide with omega on both sides. When you remove this one, we got remaining terms is what ma? Qm omega went outside, remaining 1 omega and L minus omega L into sin of omega t plus theta plus R cos of omega t plus theta plus 1 by omega sin of omega t plus theta. We know very well XL is equals to inductive reactance, that is equals to omega L, X is equals to 1 by omega C. Substituting the values here and taking sine function as constant, so XL minus XL here plus XC, we got XC minus XL by Z sin of omega t plus theta plus R by Z cos of omega t plus theta. If you take the diagram, phase diagram of this one, what you got? Cos phi is equals to adjacent side by hypotenuse R by Z. Sin phi is equals to XC minus XL by Z. Substituting the same values here, it becomes sin A sin B plus cos A cos B. So it becomes formula is what? Cos of A plus B. A is omega t plus theta. B is cos A minus B cos B, right? Sorry. Cos A minus B. So equating on both sides, Vm is equals to Qm omega Z, where Im is equals to Qm omega. Theta plus phi is equals to minus 90. Then theta minus phi is equals to minus 90. Minus we send here, plus theta is equals to phi minus 90. We got the equation I is equals to Im sin of omega t plus phi. So this equation is similar to the solution what we got for normal. So this is about what? Analytical solution of series LCR circuit. Next one is what? Resonance. As you know, resonance in first year, when the applied frequency is equals to natural frequency, then the circuit or the vibrations will be maximum amplitude. The same thing we can get here. When an alternating voltage of particular frequency is applied to series LCR circuit, the circuit current becomes maximum. Okay, that circuit is called resonant circuit, and the phenomenon is called what? Electrical resonance. Okay, what is that? When an alternating voltage of particular frequency, when an alternating voltage of particular frequency is applied to series LCR circuit, the current in the circuit becomes maximum. The current in the circuit becomes maximum. This phenomena is called electrical resonance. At what frequency it becomes? Let's see. So we are going to find expression for resonant frequency. Okay, 3 marks, very important. Expression for resonant frequency. So as we know, XL is equals to omega L and XC is equals to 1 by omega C, means 2 pi f 1 by 2 pi fc. Current Im is equals to what? Or IRMS is equals to what? V RMS by Z. Nothing but V RMS by root of R square plus XL minus XC whole square. So if XL minus XC is minimum, then IRMS will be maximum. So how much minimum will be there? That If frequency increases, XL increases, XC decreases. So what to do? So that's why what we have done is, at resonance what we observed is XL is equals to XC. Let omega naught be resonant frequency. Resonant angular frequency. If you assume the omega naught will be resonant angular frequency, what happens here? What is XL? Omega naught L is equals to 1 by omega naught C. Send omega naught here, omega naught into omega naught square is equals to 1 by LC. That implies omega naught equals to square root of 1 by root LC or 1 by root LC. If F naught be frequency, then as you know very well, right? Omega is equals to 2 pi f naught is equals to 1 by root LC. Therefore, F naught is equals to 1 by 2 pi root LC is called what? Resonant frequency. So what is resonant frequency? When alternating voltage of particular frequency is applied to series LCR circuit, the current in circuit back becomes maximum. That particular frequency is called what? Resonant frequency. Same like resonance only, right? So what that? When alternating voltage of particular frequency is applied to which circuit? To series LCR circuit, right? The current is maximum. That frequency is called resonant frequency. Okay, so this is the expression for resonant frequency, very important for 3 marks. Thank you, students.